Good afternoon, students. In today's class, we will see how to write quantum numbers for electrons present in different orbits, orbitals, subshells. Okay. Now, just I would like to recall what are the main shells, what about subshells and orbitals. Okay. We have different energy levels in one orbit. Let us consider mainly started with shells. After shells, subshells. After subshells, orbitals. Finally, in orbitals we have electrons. Okay. Shells 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. These are shells. Subshells S, P, D, F, etc. These are subshells. Orbitals S, Px, Py, Pz, Dxy, Dyz, Dzx, dx square y square, dz square, etc. These are all orbitals. Electrons. Every orbital has 2 electrons. Like that we can see the different energy levels which are involved with electrons. First mainly shells, next subshells, next orbitals, next electrons. Okay. Now how to represent an electron present in orbital, in which that orbital is present in subshell, in which that subshell is present in shell. Okay. This is like addressing a human being. Suppose one example. Any person, okay, he wants to know the address of particular person. Then what he wants to know first? First, his state. He belongs to which state? India, okay. In India, he wants to find the address of particular person. Okay. So first immediately we want to know which state he belongs to. After knowing the state, immediately area, district. Correct? After knowing the district, we will go for that area. After knowing that area, we will come to know what about the street name. After knowing the street name, finally we will come to know door number. In the door number, we are going to find that person. Correct? So in an order we are getting first state, next district. After knowing the district, okay, district we know in that which area he belongs to. After that area. After knowing that area, again street we have to check that one. After that street. After checking the street, door number. Finally, these many details are required to find the person present in that particular house. Correct or not? These many particulars are required. Door number, street name. Okay, after that street, area. After area, next we will go for city name. After that district name. Finally, state name. Like that in an order we are getting. Like that here also. Knowing the quantum numbers of an electron is nothing but addressing of the electron. What is that? Addressing of the electron. If you want to know the position of particular electron, that electron belongs to which shell, which subshell, okay, which orbital. See, shells. This is like state. This is like next one, city. Next area, next door, street name, door number. Like that, in an order we are going to find the electron. Okay, now I am going to keep the side heading. Our next side heading is quantum numbers. First, what is meant by quantum? Quantum means fixed. Quantum means fixed, constant, numbers. Actually, this is not any experimental proof. Any experiment it is not there. Okay. Some scientists they give some numbers to electrons in which we can find the electrons present in particular orbital, particular subshell, particular main shell, all these things easily by using these quantum numbers. Okay, these are all numbers, ma. Simple numbers. -1, -2, -half, +half, like the numbers only, these are all. Okay, so these are all numbers which are constant numbers. Quantum means constant, fixed. Some fixed numbers are there for identifying the electron. Okay, those are called quantum numbers. Okay, there are 4 quantum numbers. First one, principal quantum number. What is the first one? Principal quantum number, which was represented by n. Which was represented by n. Once again, under quantum numbers we have 4 quantum numbers. Okay. In that 4 quantum numbers, first quantum number is principal quantum number. This principal quantum number is represented by n, which was proposed by Niels Bohr. Which was proposed by Niels Bohr. Okay, now next one. This principal quantum number represents size and energy of orbits. This principal quantum number n represents size and energy of orbits. Please understand carefully. First I will write the quantum number was proposed by which scientist. After that I will write it is mainly discussing with size and energy of orbits. I will underline. Here we are discussing orbits. Next quantum number we will go for subshells or suborbits. Otherwise I will write here shells. Mainly this principal quantum number n discusses with size and energy of shells. Okay, and what are the values for this n? N is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. These are the values of principal quantum number n. Once again, principal quantum number was represented by n. It was proposed by Niels Bohr. Okay, it mainly discusses with size and energy of shells. What are the values of n? N is equal to 1. N is equal to 1 means first shell, 2 second shell, 3 third shell, 4 fourth shell, 5 fifth shell. If electron is present in first shell, it will carry n value 1. If electron is present in second shell, it will carry n value 2. That is the meaning. If electron is present in third shell, it will carry n value 3. If electron is present in fourth shell, it will carry n value 4. That is the meaning. This is simple one only. Difficulty thing will be started from next quantum number onwards. Okay. Okay, this is about first one. Once again, what is the first one? Principal quantum number, which was proposed by Niels Bohr. Mainly this principal quantum number discusses with size and energy of shells. In what way it will discuss the size and energy of shells? See, n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the nucleus. This is n is equal to 1. This is n is equal to 2. This is n is equal to 3. Like this continuation. When number of the shell increases, that means principal quantum number increases, what happened to size of the orbit, size of the shell? What happened to size of the shell increases, as well as energy of the shell also increases when we move away from nucleus. When we move away from nucleus, energy of the shell increases. When we move away from nucleus, energy of the shell increases. Is it correct or not? So, when n value increases, size of the orbit, size of the shell, orbit or shell both are same only. Okay, size of the shell increases, energy of the shell also increases. In this way, this principal quantum number discusses with size and energy of shells. Size and energy of shells. This is about first quantum number, that is principal quantum number. Principal means main quantum number, fixed number. If electron is present in first orbit, it is fixed with n value 1. If electron is present in second orbit, it is fixed with n value 2. If it is present in third orbit, it is fixed with n value 3. Like that, if electron is present in fifth orbit, it is fixed with n value 5. Like that it is fixed with some constant principal quantum numbers. Okay, this is about first quantum number. Na? Next, we will go for next one, second. Second quantum number, that is azimuthal quantum number. What is the name of the second quantum number? Azimuthal quantum number, which was represented by L. Which was represented by L. Proposed by Sommerfeld. Name of the scientist. Mainly discusses with shape of the subshell. See, I am going to underline that one. In previous quantum number, that is discussing with mainly size and energy of the shell. Principal quantum number discusses with mainly size and energy of the shell. Now this is discussing with the shape of the subshell. What is that? Shape of the subshell. That one I will give clarity. Okay, next. Third one, values. Values of L is equal to, its values are ranging from 0 to n minus 1. What about the values of L? L values are ranging from 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. I will give clarity for everything, this point and this point. First, all of you see to the board, all of you carefully. What is the second quantum number name? Second quantum number name is azimuthal quantum number, proposed by Sommerfeld. Okay, mainly discusses with shape of the subshell. Values of L is equal to 0 to n minus 1. Okay, now let us see the explanation. I am taking 3 n values, principal quantum number, n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, and n is equal to 3. 1, 2, 3. This is first shell, this is second shell, this is third shell. Okay. Now we will see L values. L is equal to 0 to n minus 1. L values are from 0 to n minus 1. Okay, 0 to n minus 1. Here, what is the n value? N value is 1. N value is 1. 0 to 1 minus 1. Keep n value here, 1 minus 1, 0. 0 to 0 means only one value, that is 0. L is equal to 0. Correct? So, n is equal to 1. L is equal to 0. This is the subshell. What is that subshell? S subshell. In previous class we have seen n is equal to 1 has one subshell. N is equal to 1 has one subshell. That one subshell is S. For that S, L value is equal to 0. For that S, L value is equal to 0. This S is belonging to which shell? First shell. So this is 1s. As it is belonging to first shell, this is 1s. And one more time again I am repeating. These subshells are represented with L. Main shells are represented with N. These are main shells represented with N. 1, 2, 3, I took examples. Okay. In this main shell, we have subshells. In this main shell, we have subshells. Okay. Now, what about the L values? L values are from 0 to N minus 1. So, L values depend on N values mainly. Okay. Now, if N is equal to 1, what about the L values? L values are 0 to 1 minus 1, 0. 0 to 0 means only one value is possible. That means only one subshell is possible in N is equal to 1. That one subshell is SMA, in which L value 0. Understood? So I am drawing here like this, one arrow mark. Next, coming to 2. N is equal to 2 here. Correct? N is equal to 2. What are the L values? 0 to, here it is over. This first shell, it is over. Now we are coming to second shell. Okay. N is equal to 2. 0 to 2 minus 1. 1. Correct? 2 minus 1, 1. 0 to 1, how many values are possible? 2 values. Those are 0, 1. 0 to 2 minus 1. Here N is equal to 2, na? 2 minus 1, 1. 0 to 1, 2 values are possible. Those are 0, 1. So N is equal to 2 has two subshells. N is equal to 2 has two subshells. This one already we know. N is equal to 1 has one subshell. N is equal to 2 has two subshells. These two subshells are represented by L values. L is equal to 0 and L is equal to 1. Two values are possible. 0, 1. See, 0, 1. 2 minus 1, 1. Okay. So L is equal to 0, L is equal to 1. L is equal to 0, L is equal to 1. L is equal to 0 means S subshell. L is equal to 1 means P subshell. So second shell has how many subshells? Second shell has two subshells. Those are S and P. These two are belonging to which shell? Second shell, na? So this is 2S, this is 2P. I hope you are clear. N is equal to 1 has only one subshell. That one subshell L value 0. That is 1S. N is equal to 2 has two subshells. Those are 2S, 2P. For 2S, L is equal to 0. So for any S, L value will be 0 only. For any S, L value will be 0. Next, coming to P, you will get L is equal to 1. Now, if you see N is equal to 3, you will get more clarity. Shall we go for that one, ma? N is equal to 3. Before that, observe this to all of you. N is equal to 1 main shell has one subshell. What is that? 1S. For that, what is the L value? 0. N is equal to 2 has two subshells. Those are 2S and 2P. For 2S, L is equal to 0. For 2P, L is equal to 1. Okay. Shall we go for third one? N is equal to 3. Let us see that one. Coming to N is equal to 3. Now, you can only check that one. Keep this 3 here. Keep this 3 here. 3 minus 1, 2. Now, what are the L values? 0 to 2. What are the L values? 0 to 2. 0 to 2, what are the values possible? 0, 1, 2. 0 to 2, how many are possible? 3 values are possible. 0, 1, 2. Okay, now let us see. N is equal to 3 has 3 subshells. N is equal to 3 has 3 subshells. What are the L values for those 3? L is equal to 0, L is equal to 1, L is equal to 2. See, keep this 3 here. 3 minus 1, 2. 0 to 2. 0, 1, 2. L is equal to 0 means S. That is belonging to 3. That's why this is 3S. L is equal to 1. It is P. Belonging to 3. That's why this is 3P. Now this is 3D. For 3S, L value 0. For 3P, L value 1. For 3D, L value 2. So if you observe, every S, L value is equal to 0. Every P, L is equal to 1. Every P, L is equal to 1. Now you will get clarity. First orbit has only one subshell, that is 1s. L is equal to 0. Its L value is equal to 0. Okay, next. N is equal to 2 has 2 subshells. Those are 2s, 2p. Those L values are L is equal to 0, L is equal to 1. Next. N is equal to 3 has 3 subshells. Those L values are L is equal to 0, L is equal to 1, L is equal to 2. 3S, 3P, 3D. Now if you want to check N is equal to 4, I will write on the board N is equal to 4 also. Let us see. Fourth shell. N is equal to 4. Keep this 4 here. 4 minus 1, 3. 0 to 3. 0 to 3. 0 to 3, how many values? 0, 1, 2, 3. 4 values. 0, 1, 2, 3. 4 values are possible. So, fourth shell has 4 subshells. Fourth shell has 4 subshells. What are the values? L values. L is equal to 0, L is equal to 1, L is equal to 2, and L is equal to 3. L is equal to 0 means it is 4S. Any S, L value 0. L is equal to 1 means it is 4P. As this P is belonging to 4th shell, it is 4P. Next, L is equal to 2, it is 4D. And L is equal to 3, it is 4F. In this way, we have to write quantum numbers. We have completed only 2 quantum numbers. First one is principal quantum number. Second one is azimuthal quantum number. Okay, next 2 also we will see. Before that, I hope you are clear about this one. N is equal to 4 has how many subshells? 4 subshells. N is equal to 4 has 4 subshells. What are the 4 subshells? 4S, 4P, 4D, 4F. Those 4 subshells L values are 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so generally we are representing L values. L is equal to 0 to n minus 1. But if an electron is present in 4F, its L value 3, n value 4. If an electron is present in 4D, its L value 2, n value 4. Okay, we will practice after completion of all the 4 quantum numbers. We will practice how to write quantum numbers for electron easily. Okay. Next, this is about second quantum number. Then I told it discusses with the shape of the subshell. Okay, if you see L is equal to 0, we will get idea it is 3S. S means spherical. If you see L is equal to 1, we will get idea it is P subshell. P subshell shape, dumbbell. Like that we will get idea by seeing the L value easily. Shape of the subshell. Okay, ma? Next. Third one. magnetic quantum number. Magnetic quantum number was represented by small m. Okay, so first it was proposed by Landé. Magnetic quantum number was proposed by Landé. Second one, mainly it discusses with orientation of orbitals. Subshells are completed now we are going through orbitals. Mainly first one main shells or shells, second one subshells, now orbitals. Okay, orientation of orbitals. Third one values. Values of m is equal to minus L2 plus L including 0. Minus L2 plus L including 0. Okay, this is the information about magnetic quantum number, and how it will be related to these values to orbitals, all these things we will see by taking the examples. No? Before that, note down all these things. Magnetic quantum number was represented by small m, which was proposed by Landé. Okay, magnetic quantum number mainly discusses with orientation of orbitals. Magnetic quantum number mainly discusses with orientation of orbitals. Values of m is equal to minus L2 plus L including 0. Minus L2 plus L including 0. Okay, now orbit wise we will take, shell wise we will take, and how to write these m values we will see. Okay, ma? First shell. Shell wise I will show you. Okay, as the board is small, first shell I am going to write. First shell. Okay. First shell means n is equal to 1. This is shell. Okay. Now n is equal to 1 has one subshell. N is equal to 1 has one subshell. Its L value 0. What is that one? L is equal to 0 means S na? 1S. This L is equal to 0 is called 1S. This is subshell. Okay. So L value 2 are completed. Next M value. M values are from minus L2 plus L including 0. M values are from minus L2 plus L including 0. Here minus L2 plus L, 0 to minus 0 to plus 0, only 0 we have. Minus 0 plus 0 like that, no zeros are there. Okay, so it has only one value 0. So M value is also 0. See, next orbital. This is orbital. M is equal to 0, which is 1s. This is also 1s only. This is orbital. Now I will give clarity. Observe the sequence, all of you. N is equal to 1 main shell. N is equal to 1 main shell has one subshell. N is equal to 1 main shell has one subshell with L value 0, name 1s. Okay, now this 1s subshell has one orbital. Any S subshell has only one orbital only. Okay, 1s subshell has one orbital with M value 0. Are you able to understand, ma? 1s subshell has only one orbital. Its name is 1s, m value 0. So shell subshell orbital. Shell subshell orbital. This is orbital representation. As here subshell and orbital both are same, you will not find difference. When we go for next P, you will understand more clearly. That is in second subshell we will get. Second shell, not subshell, no? Second shell we will get. Okay, first note down like this regarding first shell. This is the information about first shell. So first shell, n value 1, L value 0, 1s subshell, m is equal to 0, 1s orbital. Okay, now I am going to give information about second shell. Okay, see to that, man. What about the second shell? Second shell means what is the n value? N is equal to 2. This is shell. Okay. N is equal to 2. What are the L values? L values are from 0 to n minus 1. What is the n? 2. 0 to 2 minus 1. 1. 0 to 1. 0 to 1 means L values 2 are there. Okay. So we have two subshells. This is L is equal to 0. This is L is equal to 1. L is equal to 0 means it is S ma. But that S is belonging to second shell na, so it is 2S. L is equal to 1 means it is P. It is belonging to second shell na, so it is 2P. Okay, these two are subshells. See, L values are representing subshells. Next, coming to M values. L is equal to 0. L is equal to 0 means M values are only one value, that is 0. M is equal to 0 because 0 has no further negative and positive values. But here, what is the general representation of M values? Minus L to plus L, including 0. Minus 0 to plus 0, including 0, not like that. Correct? Only 0 means 0 only. That's why L is equal to 0 subshell has only one orbital, that is M is equal to 0, that is also 2s only. When we have 10th class 3 sections, 4 sections like that, we can give names 10A, 10B, 10C, 10D like that. If it has only one section, 10th class, we will say one section, 10th section only. We will not give further name like that. Here also 2s subshell, these are all subshells now. 2s subshell has one orbital, that is 2s only. The 2s orbital carrying m value 0. This is orbital. Okay, now you will get more clarity here. L is equal to 1. See, L is equal to 1. What are the m values? Minus L2 plus L including 0. Minus L2 plus L including 0. Here what is the L value, man? 1. 1 means it is possible. Minus 1 to plus 1 including 0. Minus 1 to plus 1 including 0. Minus 1 to plus 1, how many are possible? Minus 1, 0, plus 1. Because they told including 0 also. So minus 1, 0, plus 1. 3 are possible. So L is equal to 1 subshell. L is equal to 1 subshell has 3 orbitals. L is equal to 1 subshell, that is 2p, has 3 orbitals. Those 3 orbitals m values are m is equal to minus 1, minus L is equal to 1 here, So minus 1 to plus 1 including 0. M is equal to minus 1, M is equal to 0, M is equal to plus 1. See, minus 1 to plus 1 including 0. 3 are there. These are orbitals. These 3 orbitals are present in 2p. So what are the names? 2px, 2py, 2pz. We have seen 3 orbitals are present in p. Correct or not? What are those 3? Px, py, pz. See? Px, py, pz. Px carries m value minus 1. Py carries m value 0. Pz carries m value plus 1. Px carries m value minus 1. Py, 2py carries m value 0. 2pz carries m value plus 1. These are the orbitals of subshell 2p. So these are all subshells. These are all orbitals. Now finally my question is, n is equal to 2 shell, that is second shell, has how many orbitals? 1, 2, 3, 4 orbitals. Totally 4 orbitals. One orbital belongs to 2s, 3 orbitals belong to 2p. Those are 2px, 2py, 2pz. Observe towards the board carefully, all of you. By seeing the third shell, you will get more clarity. Next third shell I will write. I hope you are clear. The second shell. This is the information regarding second shell. Second shell, n value 2. N value 2 has 2 subshells. Those are L is equal to 0, L is equal to 1. L is equal to 0 means it is 2s. L is equal to 1 means it is 2p. Those 2 are subshells. Okay. Next, orbital. Coming to orbital. 2s subshell has 1 orbital. That is 2s only. 2p subshell has 3 orbitals. Those 3 orbitals are 2px, 2py, 2pz. What are the values, m values? Because orbitals are represented by m, subshells are represented by L, main shells are represented by n. So we completed 3 quantum numbers. I hope you are clear. Shell, subshell, orbital. 3 are completed. Now you will understand what is meant by orientation. In 2px, dumbbell shape is oriented along x-axis. In 2py, dumbbell shape is oriented along y-axis. In 2pz, dumbbell shape is oriented along z-axis. So, along which axis that orbital is oriented, that orientation information will be given by m value. That orbital is oriented along particular direction. Okay, that particular direction orientation information was given by m values. This is about second shell. If I draw third shell, you will get more clarity. I am going to draw the third shell also. Okay. Now let us see the information about third shell. Third shell, n is equal to 3. This is called shell. Okay. Now n is equal to 3. N is equal to 3 means L values. L values are from 0 to n minus 1. L is equal to 0 to n minus 1. Here what is the n value? 3. 0 to 3 minus 1, 2. 0 to 2. 0 to 2 means 0, 1, 2. So it has 3 subshells. Three subshells. L value 0, L value 1, L value 2. If L is equal to 0, this is S. This S is belonging to third one, that's why this is 3S. Next, this is P, 3P. And this is 3D. These are all subshells. So first shell, this is shell. These are all subshells. L is equal to 0, L is equal to 1, L is equal to 2. These many subshells. 3 subshells. These 3 subshells are present in third shell. 3 subshells are present in third shell. Okay, next. L is equal to 0. What are the M values? M values are minus L to plus L including 0. Same. 0 has no negative and no negative values. Correct or not? It has only 0. That's why L is equal to 0 has one orbital, that is M is equal to 0. L is equal to 0 has, L is equal to 0 means 3s. Subshell has only one orbital, that is M is equal to 0, name 3s only. 3s subshell has only one orbital, 3s. Okay, now coming to here. L is equal to 1. 1 means M values are minus L to plus L, including 0. What is L value here? 1. Minus 1 to plus 1, including 0. Minus 1 to plus 1, including 0. Minus 1, 0, plus 1. Correct? Minus 1, 0, plus 1. So, it has 3 orbitals. M is equal to minus 1, M is equal to 0, M is equal to plus 1. These are the 3 M values, orbitals present in L is equal to 1. This is 3px, this is 3py, this is 3pz. Three s has only one orbital, that is 3s. 3p has 3 orbitals. 3px, 3py, 3pz. Those orbitals M values are minus 1, 0, plus 1. Minus 1, 0, plus 1. Now, coming to L is equal to 2. Same, what about L is equal to 2? L is equal to 2, what about M values? Minus L to plus L, including 0, na? So, minus 2 to plus 2, including 0. This is 2, na? Keep here. Minus 2 to plus 2, including 0. What are the values? Minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. Totally 5 values. Minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. So totally 5 values are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are the M values? M is equal to minus 2, M is equal to minus 1, M is equal to 0, M is equal to plus 1, M is equal to plus 2. 5 orbitals are there. I hope you are clear. Those orbitals names are also clear. Those are dxy, dyz, dx square y square, dxz, dxz, dx square y square, dz square. Totally these many orbitals. These are all orbitals, ma. These many orbitals are present in third shell. How many orbitals? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Totally 9 orbitals are present in third shell. Once see towards about, you will get clear. Okay, ma. This is the information about third shell. Okay, we remain with fourth quantum number. That fourth quantum number I will explain in next class, and after that so many examples we will go through to get more clear about this subject, because this is very important. Okay, I will explain with so many examples till your last clearance. Everything must be clear for you. Okay, so by taking that many examples you will be clear definitely. Today we completed three quantum numbers. Those are principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, and magnetic quantum number, and who proposed them, even their representation as well as their values. So everything we have seen today. Okay, I hope you are clear about today's class, ma. You will be more clear about next class because fourth quantum number will be completed. After that, we will see the examples. Okay, thank you all.